Hi guys, welcome back to today's video. So today's video is just going to be a really chill, just doing my makeup, just kind of talking about some of my current hot topics, and yeah, just hanging out. So I thought, you know what, just record, get another video in for the week. And what does one shoulder look higher than the other? Oh my god, am I getting crooked as I'm getting older? Maybe it's just the way I'm sitting. Oh, and pink or orange lips gloss or stick is not your best friend because it does make your teeth look yellow. And I really need to start using my dark burgundy vampy colors and my grays and my dark colors, but maybe I'll wait a little bit till fall, though you can do whatever you want to do any time of the year, so it doesn't matter. But just letting you know, pinks and oranges are not very forgiving on the color of your teeth. So anyway, if you guys want to just hang out with me and you know, shoot the shit, then just keep on watching. I don't know what that was, but you know, it wouldn't be a Des video without something weird happening. So I'm going to start off with my brows, and I'm going to use my Tarte pomade. I've had this for so long. I kind of alternate pomades, but I really like this one. I don't know why I put it away, I guess just to use the other ones. I've been really loving the Kat Von D pomade, and there's another one that I've been using. Oh, Elf. Elf actually has one that's pretty good. So I'm going to just use my Elf dual-ended brush, and I was going in with the pencil and kind of outlining them, but it kind of just depends on my mood, I guess. Because I have to shape like the entire brow. I guess if I'm being lazy, I just kind of do it this way. Now I want to try to get my brows as evenly as possible, but you know how that goes. My eyebrows are a little bit thicker than I like, but I put on my Smashbox Under Eye Primer. You guys know I love this. I swear by it. It actually does buy you time as far as your under eye creasing. And I'm going to use my e.l.f. I haven't used this in so long. It's like all crusty. It's just dust, I think, on the front of it. But it's Under Eye Corrector, and it's obviously yellow. And this is really good for canceling out the dark circles. Everything's really intense today, so forgive me. Haven't been sleeping, so... And I definitely don't want to sleep throughout the day. I just can't. I can't bring myself to do that. I mean, if I'm really sick or something, then yeah, you know, of course, I'm sick in bed and I'll have to do it. But I just can't bring myself to sleep all day. I'll just stick it out, take a shower, get outside for sure, because if I stay in the house, it's worse. And that kind of did the trick, but not really. I probably should use maybe my It Cosmetics Under Eye Corrector just to, like, right in here. You can see it's super dark. So I grabbed my It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, or actually, yeah, it's Bye Bye Under Eye, to cover up a little bit extra because I really need it today. And the lighting, I'm in natural sunlight or just natural lighting, so you know, it's not very forgiving as far as your imperfections. So I think I deserve a little bit a little bit of credit for putting myself out here like this. So that's a little bit better. And then obviously I'm going to put concealer on, so I don't want to have too much product under my eyes. And because I have so much redness going on, I did all my skincare. I did my Good Molecules routine, and I used the brightening toner. But for some reason, like, I'm just really, I have a lot of like redness or irritation. It could be a lot of congestion in my skin because I coughed all night long last night. Like, I don't know. And then I was just so like tired. I didn't feel like getting up to get a cough drop, but I'm going to put some by the side of my bed, and I do need to invest in a humidifier because I don't cough so much through the day. I do cough a little bit, but it's at night where I just have like this, it feels like a chest cold, and I don't know. I've really been loving this ColourPop Pretty Fresh primer, and this is hyaluronic acid and coconut water. It has hyaluronic acid and coconut water in it, and I've been loving this primer. It's super hydrating. I generally like to put it on with a brush. I'll like squirt it on a brush, and then I've been loving doing this just because it goes on a little bit more even, and you know, it's not all over your hands. It smells a little bit like coconut, but then it has like an off smell a little bit, and I don't really like the smell. Just put a tiny bit right there. Yeah, I don't really care for the smell too much, but I mean, it's super hydrating. It feels really good on your skin. It's really cooling, and as you can see, it's really hydrating. So I've been using this for about a week. You know, who doesn't need extra hydration and hyaluronic acid to plump up your skin? I think you should include anything that has hyaluronic acid in it in your skincare regimen, you know, whatever, whether it's your foundation or whether it's a primer or your skincare. Like, I think you should include that in your skincare. Oh, I was gonna go in with the It Cosmetics. You guys know I love my It Cosmetics, but and this is, oh Lord have mercy. So this is a okay, first of all, it's a natural beige, but it's transforming. So this is for, it's worn off, so that's how much I use it and how long I've had it. It's a really super thick consistency of, I don't know if it's kind of like a foundation, but it's for like extra redness, if you have extra redness. And I'm going to use some on the red areas, like on my nose and like right here on the sides. And before I do my foundation, just to give it a little extra coverage. You have to try this. It's like little over $30, if I'm not mistaken, but it really comes in handy. And you could also just use this like a spot coverage if you just don't want to wear any makeup at all, and you want to just like spot cover like imperfections or whatever, like, you know, redness or brown spots. I'll put some over this little brown spot right here. Covered it up. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just congestion and the allergies that's like got my skin looking, because it's not my skincare. I'm definitely, it doesn't hurt. My skin doesn't hurt. It's not like irritated or anything, but I just don't like the redness. It's just not pretty. I guess I'll do my eyes first. Or, you know what, I'm just gonna do my foundation first. Normally I don't, but I can't sit here with this redness. I'm gonna use my Estee Lauder Double Wear. And I have this in the shade Bone. I could actually read it. The only thing I don't like about this is it doesn't have a pump and you have to like pour it out. You can purchase a pump like on Amazon, which I keep saying I'm gonna do. And it's not real watery, but now see, it just dripped on the side, so I'm gonna have to use that product because I don't want it to go to waste. And I'm just gonna use my beauty blender to apply it today. I don't use the beauty blender or a sponge very often. I'll like use a brush most of the time, and I do start in the middle of my face, as you guys know, because that's where I have the majority of discoloration. And I'm not saying you have to do that, but it's a good idea to do that, because over here we don't have a lot of discoloration. Like, I don't think anybody really does. I mean, there might be, you know, a handful of people, but I don't think anybody really has a lot of discoloration on the outer perimeter of your face. So you always want the majority of the product. I mean, you don't want it built, you know, cakey, but you do definitely want to start here because that's where you need it the most. And then when you're going out this way, you're going out with, you know, as little product as you really need. Like, you don't need, I see a lot of girls starting over here with their foundation, and I mean, to each his own, personal preference, but I see a lot of the younger girls doing that because they'll see as time goes on that you really have to start, you know, you kind of have to tweak your routine a little bit. This has really nice coverage. If you haven't tried it, it's got really good, it's a pretty good full coverage. Doesn't feel heavy on your skin. Actually feels really nice on your skin. Now, your skincare is going to also determine, I say this all the time, it's going to determine what your makeup and your foundation and everything that you put on your face is going to look like. How it's going to sit on your skin. This always makes my nose, like, I always have to sniffle when I do this. I hate it. Put a little bit between my brows. I'll go in with the brush and go on top of my brows. But I think it's pretty good coverage. Maybe it's a little light. I don't know how you guys can see it, but I mean, it looks really dark. It's this one right here. It's that one right there. So it looks a lot darker. And it could just be the camera. It could just be me. It might look fine to you guys. So I generally don't like to put foundation under my eyes, but I've been, you know, I see a lot of girls doing it, and I don't like follow the crowd for sure, but I thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to try putting my foundation all the way up to under my eyes. And it's not that bad, because what I'm doing is I'm going with a whole lot less of concealer, and then I'm lightly setting my under eye. And basically, it's, I mean, you're just using less concealer that way, or you should be. So I've been just like taking what's left and just like going all the way up under my eye. Sorry. And then I'll just use less concealer. There really wasn't very much left. And I did already put my eyelid primer on. Did I tell you guys that? Using my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. My dark circles are so bad today, especially on this eye. Now, it could be the lighting too, but let's just say my skin's just really not in a good place today as far as discoloration goes, because it feels really good. Like, it feels super hydrated. It just feels really good. Like, I have to, that new skincare that I've been doing now for over a month has really been helping my skin. I've just been loving it so much. And I do it on my neck and my chest also. And it's changed the way my skin looks on my chest. My neck, I'm always trying to firm up my neck because I lost so much weight. And so like I have like skin right here that really bugs me. So I'm thinking about getting, not right now, but I'm definitely going to get the, I don't know what surgery you call it, but where they like do this little thing and kind of pull it up. So I'm going to do that, but I'm not going to do that until after I get my fillers done. So I'm using the number 7 neck and face. It's like a firming. I've been using that for probably not consistently. I've been really bad with it, but I've had it for like 6 months and I've used it as I remember to use it. So yeah, you know, you guys know, like I'm pretty consistent with pretty much everything, but there's a couple things that I tend to leave out from time to time because I do use so much skincare, that I'm just like, okay, I'm too tired to do one more step, and I have to not be too tired because your skin pays for it. I'm literally gonna just do all my skin today. I mean, before I do my eyes today. And I'm using my Tarteist Pro Glow. I got this in a BoxyCharm several months ago, and it's got the cream contour and bronzer and the highlight I've really been loving. So I'm going to go in with the cream contour bronzer, and I'm just going to place it up here with a brush. And you really want it to go like up into your hairline. I think I said this. I'll say it each time I do it because not everybody watches the same video. If you're new to my channel, I can't seem to get past 51 subscribers. So if you would be so kind to subscribe to my channel, and I know I should take, whether it's one or I really should like take more pride in my channel and more time, because I mean 51 is better than 1. And that's just, and that's not even like to mention like the actual viewers, like the actual views that I get. Because I do get views. So what I'm doing here is I'm shrinking my jawline, and I'm just going like from right here to here. This just gives the illusion that your jawline is shorter. There's a lot of tips and tricks as you get older that you have to start incorporating. And it just gives the illusion that your jawline is shorter. Because everything goes down. Down, down. Downtown Judy Brown. And I'm going upward, blending that upward. You don't want to blend it down because you don't want to drag your face down. So you get a nice, pretty subtle contour, not super intense. And I'm gonna go down the sides of my nose. Starting up here by my eye. And I'm just trying to thin out my nose because I feel like I have a wide nose. I don't think there's really anything that we all really like about, I mean, we're our own worst critic, but, and a lot of these things people don't even notice. And it's just, you know, how we feel, how we look at ourselves, because we see ourselves differently than the world sees us. For sure. Now I'm just shrinking, making my nose look a little bit tinier, and then I'm going to just lightly go downward. But when I put my concealer on, I'm going to show you also how I add to this right here. But I'm going to just lightly press it down so you could still see it, but it's just like a shadow. It's not like really, it's not like this over here on this side. So you just want to take it down. Now it's kind of dark, but that's okay because we're still going to go in with our concealer. I'm not doing a tutorial, I'm just like getting ready, but just want you guys to see like exactly what I'm doing. So now it looks like I have like a natural suntan, like if this where the sun hits you. If you know what I mean. And then I'm gonna go in with the powder, and this is Sculpt, and I'm gonna go over where I just put the contour, and I'm just going to tap it, like tap it up. This just kind of just sets the cream. So I am working on a vision board right now, and I have a life coach who we kind of just message here and there on Instagram, you know, you like each other's posts and stuff like that, and it's like a whole spiritual thing. And so we kind of just like started talking about, I don't know, just like about healing and your, you know, like like your daily affirmations, like how we speak to ourselves, how we treat ourselves, is so important. And so we kind of just talk about that a little bit. And so we decided to, okay, I'm adding my Tarte Shape Tape. We decided to for me to do a vision board and write down 100 things that I like about myself. And it is so hard because I'm only on like 26, and I'm like, shoot, 100. I'm like stuck at 26 right now, so I'm trying to think of like all these different things, and I've already thought of a few while I've been sitting here. So yeah, so anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm working on a vision board and trying to write down 100 things. So I've got to go print out some things that I you know, that are part of my vision. Now I'm just taking this all down. I don't know why I'm telling you guys, I'm just getting ready. You can see what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to do that and try to get some direction in my life, because being home is, you know, people think it's all like great, you know, being home. And it, you know, it's good. It, you know, definitely when you have chronic illness and you live with a chronic illness, like, you know, I'm grateful to be home because, you know, on my bad days, I don't have to go to work and I don't have to worry about calling in sick. So can you hear the train? And so, you know, I just need direction, and I need a little bit more vision and a little bit more, a little bit more specific direction and vision, and know exactly like where exactly I'm going and what exactly am I doing in my life. Like, what am I doing with this second part of my life, you know? Like, staying home, you know, doing makeup, doing crafts, and, you know, cooking, and just doing all these little things that I think of. And, you know, it has its moments, and there's times where, you know, I feel really yucky, and then there's times where I feel just super blessed to be home. And I'm not being ungrateful, so don't get me wrong. Like, I'm definitely grateful to be home, to be able to be home, I guess, financially. And oh, I was gonna go in with I was gonna do my skincare, all of it. I mean, my skin routine. So I'm gonna go in with this fan brush. I don't know where I got this from, but it was in a kit. And I'm going in with this color called Strobe. It's really pretty. It's like this color right here. So anyway, yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I feel really good about it. I started feeling really good when I went and purchased like all this stuff. And now, mind you, I've been talking about doing a vision board for like the past 2 years, and shame on me. Like, I always say I do the work, and I do work. Like, I do meditate, I do, you know, cleanse, and I try to ground myself and get out in nature. You know, I try every day to get out. And but this has really like been like a game changer. Once I purchased like all the stuff, like the board and like all these stickers, and just really these really cute things to put on there, you know, as part of my vision, and to just like inspire me, lift me up. And I have really just been just excited to do it. Now, not feeling good this past couple days kind of put a threw a wrench in it. Is that the saying? Is that what you say? It threw a wrench in everything. I'm gonna do some blush, and I don't have, yeah, I'll just use this little one that I have so many high-end blushes, and a lot of times I'll just grab like what's there, and this is what's here. So I'm gonna use this giant fluffy Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush. Just tap in there and tap the excess off. But y'all know I don't like tapping off product onto my carpet. Oh, look at that. Whoa. Too much. And I like to tap it, like you guys know, I like to put it like right here and then up, because I don't want it down here. You know, I don't want my cheek down here. Now I need to pick some of that up with the other side of the brush. And I'm just going to go in with my sponge and just pick a little bit up. That's a little better. And then just whatever's left over, I'll just go over my forehead and tap it on my nose, because that's where the sun is going to hit. If it hits a little down here, a little under hair down there. So yeah, let me know if you guys have done a vision board, or if you've thought of doing a vision board, or how you feel about like the whole self-healing journey and what do you guys do, because I just, with my meditation and my cleansing and my, you know, clearing my chakras and saging and all the stuff that I do, the self-talk, adding this is just like so exciting for me. You know, I guess it's the little things you have to appreciate. I don't know, that's what I've come to find out. I'm gonna lightly set my under eye with my Bacon Set by Morphe, the brightening pink. And I'm just gonna lightly set it. I didn't set my eyelids. Did I? I don't think I did. Yeah, I did. I set them. So yeah, I've really been liking this brightening pink, and if you use just a little bit of it, it's like just enough to brighten up your under eye. Put a little bit right here. Yeah, it's definitely really good, like right around this area right here for brightening up the area, the areola. Just kidding, you guys. You know, things pop into my head and it's like, some things are like, don't say it, and myself says, just say it, who cares? I'm using my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to set the rest of my face. And I'm going to use this domed snake brush. I don't even know where I got it. Oh my god, really? I'm just lightly setting. I'm not like intensely setting. And then I'll worry about my brows, how they're kind of shiny. I'll worry about that after I move along down the line. I don't care. My videos wouldn't be my videos if there wasn't always something going wrong. I'm going to use my Retro Love by Bad Habit. And you guys know that these palettes are amazing. I think this one's by Bad Habit. Yeah, it's by Bad Habit. Oh no, it's right there. And I love the Bad Habit palettes because they're like dupes. And you guys know I don't like to use the word dupe because, you know, I don't think anything's a dupe. I think there's things comparable, but not exactly dupes. And they really are equivalent to the Anastasia palettes, so let me tell you. They are amazing palettes. And the colors just, they go on so effortlessly and they blend really nice. And I love them. Now, when, was it Hush? Is that what it was called? Yeah, Hush. That's where I bought these from, hush.com. Oh man, they had the best stuff, and I purchased so many things from them, and I'm so glad that I got as much as I did because I have a lot of backups when they went away. And if anybody knows if they've come back, can you please let me know? Because man, you get eyelashes, you get primers, you get, and then they have also like brands, you know, brand names like Elf and Milani and CoverGirl and different stuff like that. But man, these palettes are the bomb. Like, and I think you can go on to Bad Habits actual website. I've said this before. You can probably go onto their website and actually just do a straight purchase from the website. And I keep saying I'm going to check, and I am going to try to check when I'm done here and see if they have an actual website, and then I'll let you guys know. So I'm just trying to just kind of match a little bit with my shirt, not all crazy, because again, I don't feel great, but I'm supposed to go pick up some prescriptions. Oh, I do fun things, guys, trust me. I went to Grand Lake like a week ago and stayed for 5 days in a condo and went boating, and that was really fun. It was super fun with my grandson, my daughter, and my granddaughter. Was it was so fun because we were driving the boat. She was driving the boat, and my grandson really thought he was like the shit driving the boat. He's 3, and it was just a lot of fun getting out in the sun and just getting out, period, getting out of town, getting out into nature. It was like really refreshing, but like you just never have enough time. There's just never enough time. That's pretty good for a transition shade. I'm gonna go a step further with a little bit of a darker color. It's a little bit more orange, and I don't want that fallout, because these do have a lot of fallout like the Anastasia palettes, but I don't want it all over my face since I did my foundation already. I'm just taking it like right on the outer part and then taking it into my crease. So yeah, you guys, you know, living with chronic pain really has you feeling some type of way a lot of the time. And you know, people don't understand, and this is the thing. Okay, my whole point is people aren't going to understand, and you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with people not understanding, because trust me, not everybody's going to understand your life or your story or your reasoning or anything. You know, people, and they don't have to understand it. Do we want them to understand it? Yes, we do. But they are not going to understand a lot of the things that we go through. You know, because to them it's just, oh, she's sick again, or, you know, oh, it's this again. And yeah, you know, like, yeah, it is. And it sucks. And if you only knew. And you do have some people that genuinely really care, you know, and the people that really love you should just obviously care. No, there's nothing that anybody could really do, like, you know, to take it away. But I'll tell you what, just a couple words makes a huge difference. A little text message makes a huge difference. And trying to not take things personal when people don't reach out to you and you feel like you're always the one reaching out, or if somebody doesn't respond to one of your messages, which is really inconsiderate, and I don't think that's okay by any means for anybody to you know, don't respond to a text message. Like, always respond, at least say like, I'm busy, you know, like I can't respond right now, or I'm sorry I didn't respond, I was in a meeting, or I was in the bathroom, or, you know, whatever. But not responding at all is really inconsiderate. So there's some things that just aren't okay and don't need to be accepted. And, you know, that's all part of self-care too. Be careful what you allow people to do and what they try to do and get away with, because people will take advantage of you. Trust me, I know. They will take advantage, and it's not cool. I'm going in with the shimmer shade with my finger because I already know right off the bat that it's going to give you the best color payoff. instead of messing with the brush. Let's just go straight for the fingers. Your fingers are your best tools. Clean hands, of course, but they're your best tools. So, with my life coach, along the lines of self-care, he was telling me that, because we were talking about like my life story and how I was like trying to write a book and how I'm still like, it's still kind of there. But he was telling me, like, I told him, like, I get frustrated because I really don't know, like, when you're sharing your story and you want people to know, you feel like people need to know everything. And he said, the thing about it is that people don't need to know every detail. Like, they don't need to know every detail about your story, because people aren't going to understand it. And some details just need to be left out. Like, not everything needs to be, you know, said or put out there or revealed. Like, you don't have to reveal every little thing about your life story, even if it is a long life story. And, you know, you want to tell your story and you want people to understand it and you want people to really know exactly what you went through or what you're going through. And it's not like you're dwelling. Telling your story is also a good form of therapy, and it's also something that can help others. So I guess just knowing what to reveal and what not to reveal is the thing. But like he said, like, people don't need to know everything. People don't need to, because most people aren't going to understand, you know, because we have the emotional tie to our story and people are just hearing it. So they're like not emotionally involved or invested in you and in your life. So they're just, you know, hearing your story and it's just like, oh wow, like that's crazy, you know, like, wow, you went through all that. Or, you know, some people might not respond the way you think that they should respond, and you're like, wait a minute, like, God, like, I went through hell. How are you taking it so lightly? You know, like, I literally went through hell, and some people just don't take it serious. So I guess learning to leave details out unless people ask, I think that's really where it comes down to. If somebody asks you, then it's different. So if any of you are dealing with a chronic illness and you are forced to be home, remember also that, I'm using this Sexy Mother Pucker Pillow Plump by Soap and Glory. Remember that if you struggle with depression and anxiety or any type of mental illness, that along with that comes physical ailments. So, you know, body aches, fatigue, just not feeling like getting out there and, you know, having to push yourself like through the day. Some days I literally like have to just like push myself and like drag myself by the hair, like to get out and, you know, or get up and do something. And it's it can be debilitating. So if you're struggling with depression or anxiety or any type of mental illness, just know that that's normal. And a lot of times, like I said, when I feel like I'm getting the flu, I have to also remember that I'm kind of struggling a little bit right now. And, you know, my depression is a little bit more intense than usual, just because of my ailments and because like of my pain, that it's always going to be there. Until God decides, obviously, he could heal me at any moment. So, and, you know, I'm always believing and holding on to the idea and the possibility that I could be healed, you know, before I die. And, you know, I may not have to be on meds the rest of my life for my depression and my anxiety. Like, all that could go away. I'm doing a lot of self-work again, like I've said. So I truly believe that adding these other things to it and trying to come up with 100 things that I like about myself or that's good about myself is really hard. And it's definitely been a challenge because, like I said, I only have 26 and he wants me to have 100. And I've thought of a few as I was sitting here. So, you know, if you're depressed and you're struggling, you know, get a vision board and just where you want to see yourself in 6 months, or what do you want to, you know, realistically obtain. And, you know, whether it be like a, I don't know, a Mercedes, you know, $1 million home, you know, whatever it is, wherever you want to see yourself, or you want whatever you want in life, you know, we can speak things into existence. And it's a vision, and with the vision, it gives you hope. And I feel a little bit more hopeful, and that's why, you know, I'm so excited to do this, because as I'm working on it and, you know, talking about it up to leading up to getting this stuff, you know, was like exciting, but it's like I couldn't get to the store fast enough to get the items that I finally came through. And it took, you know, one person to just say, this is what you need to do, like, trust me. And sometimes it takes another person to tell you, you know, like what you need to do or what you could try, that they can pretty much guarantee that it's going to work for you. And I kind of knew that in the back of my mind, but yet I still felt like the work that I was doing was enough. And it just turns out that it's not enough. It's great, you know, but this is, I think, what I truly needed. So I know this was a long ass video per usual, but I mean, we're hanging out, and, you know, maybe you guys are just chilling, you know, maybe you're homebound and, you know, you want to watch a good long video. My videos are the place. You know, I am a jack of all trades, and I do talk about a lot of different topics and a lot of things that affect my life, or that are part of my life and a part of me, part of my story. And if you have a story, tell your story, share your story with others. You know, if you feel comfortable sharing, share. And don't be afraid what people are going to think, you know, like if people are like, whoa, like, that's crazy. Like, that's a little much, you know, because my story is a lot for some people. My story is a lot for the most seasoned psychiatrist. Trust me. I have seen multiple psychiatrists, and some of them have told me that they're like, whoa, can I give you a hug? You know, type of thing. Like, you know, they are a lot of textbook, you know, they go by what they read, what they learn, and not so much. There's a good handful of them that actually have, like, you know, actual experience themselves or with a close loved one or whatever. But when they hear actual stories, a lot of people just find it really hard. It's like jarring to some people to hear some of the things that I've gone through and some of the things that have happened to me. So just, you know, tell your story. You know, don't keep it inside, because it is a form of therapy, and it might help one person out there who's going through it, who thinks that you're never going to succeed and you can't survive or, you know, live a productive, you know, life and without sitting around drooling, you know, and you can actually come out of it. You know, you live with it, you work with it. You know, every day is a work in progress, and there's good days and bad days, but never stop dreaming, never stop going after what it is that you want in life. Dream big, and don't care what other people's dreams are. It's their story. They're in their own story, and they're writing their own story. And sometimes people, because their story is not so exciting, or their story, they don't have it in them to do what maybe you're doing or what you've done. Don't let people detour you, because you will have people that are going to try to do that. So you have to be aware and be on guard. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching and listening. I'm going to set with my Ready Set Radiant. This smells so good. If you guys haven't tried this, you literally have to try the Tarte Ready Set Radiant. It is So good, and it just gives you a healthy, dewy, glowy set. You could see it. I could see it. I could feel it. Smells amazing. Now, I'm going to head out. Actually, I'm going to clean up this mess first, and then I'm going to head out and go pick up my stuff and get some fresh air, get some sun. It's kind of late in the day, but I'm still going to do it, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your night, and please keep your eyes open for my next videos. And they come few and far between, but I'm trying to get at least 1 or 2 up a week. I think I'm back to like 1. I think I did 2 last week, but anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like if you liked it, if you found it enjoyable, informative, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye.